The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-46, and 48-47 for the winner. And still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
Is the UFC heavyweight champion. Oh, right hand up top. DC's hurt. Cormier in trouble. Oh, that's it. Stipe intends his revenge. This fight is for his.
This fight's for legacy. This fight's for everything. I want to be remembered as one of the greatest fighters of all time. And this has huge stakes on it. The world's going to be watching. I have to win this fight.
Which UFC heavyweight champion this octagon has ever seen?
Being the UFC champion is everything to me. I know I'm a better fighter. I'm going to prove it. One out my belt.
And still. Put your gloves. Let's do this.
Let's see it again. Look at this here. They're in the clinch. He breaks free. Bam! On the chin. Stipe goes down. Boom, boom, boom. Out cold. Crazy.
Do you want to see, and do you think the UFC should try to book Stipe versus Jon Jones? What do you make of this?
Okay, so I said I would have been more excited for Jon to do it earlier, and I always felt like there was this almost inevitability to it. When did Jon win the title? 2011, I feel like, somewhere around there.
When did he win the title initially?
For the first time.
Yeah, 2011, March.
2011, okay. So I always felt like there was this inevitability. He was so young that he's going to grow into a heavyweight for sure. His brothers are gigantic, right? I always thought there was that. And then at that point, there was a huge amount of interest in it. And for a long time, there wasn't. He just never pulled the trigger. I never got it because, like, Stipe weighed in at 233, and it's not like he was cutting weight to get to 233. He just got on the scale. That was his weight, right? Jon's going to weigh 220, 225. I mean, they're going to be very similar size. Stipe is not much bigger than Jon. So yeah, I think he can move up. But at this point, and this I mentioned this to you, I don't know if it was on text or what it was. I feel like the heavyweight division is jammed. But then it's like Derek Lewis is on a nice run, really nice run. Rosenstrike is on a really nice run. And, you know, I understand that you're saying you can make a couple of these guys fight each other. Oh, Curtis Blades is on a really nice run. So you have 4 guys who run really nice runs. And I understand you can make some of them fight each other, and you're probably going to have to. But one thing I always think about is, like, you never want to kill a contender, right? If you got someone who you think can sell some pay-per-views and he's going to be a good contender, you don't want to kill the contenders. So it's like, I feel like those guys, there's a lot of good stories there. Now, you're going to have to kill a couple of them, probably, right? So you're going to go Francis versus Stipe next. Then are you really going to make all these guys fight each other just to get Jon Jones a title shot? Or are you going to go, you know, Francis next, then make one of those guys fight, other three guys fight each other, and then give them the next shot? Which is then going to keep Stipe really busy, right? Because if Stipe says, I'm not fighting for another 9 months, oh, man, that's going to hurt the division, right? You want to run Stipe back out there as soon as you can.
You know, credit to Dana, he said Francis is next. But do you think that they're going to even, you know, entertain this?
I think they're going Francis next. I think Francis is they know that Francis is going to be very marketable. They want to put him out there. And Jon has been a pain in the UFC's ass for quite a while, and we know Dana does not like rewarding that. So I see Francis getting the title shot. I think they run Jon out there against someone else at light heavyweight. I think that they match up, you know, one of the two. So you got Rosenstrike, Blades, and Lewis. You match those guys up somehow. And then you have Jon winning another UFC light heavyweight title, likely. You have a winner of that fight, and you pick the most marketable one, and you make that the fight after Francis Stipe.
And Jon Jones, without a doubt, the greatest mixed martial arts fighter I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, what he's been able to do with the light heavyweight division and just go undefeated against the cream of the crop for so long, you've got to think the next step is moving up to light heavyweight. excuse me, to heavyweight, because you don't really see a big challenge for him at light heavyweight. There's nothing that's going to get his juices flowing the way the opportunity to become the UFC heavyweight champion of the world would. And I think if you watch John on Instagram, one of the things you see is a lot of weightlifting kids, a lot of deadlifts, a lot of squats. He's putting some meat on those skinny legs, and John Jones at heavyweight is a terrifying prospect for a lot of human beings, and I want to see it.
I want to see John versus Dominic Reyes too. I feel like that's the fight to make it light heavyweight. I thought Dominic won that fight. I've said it a million times. I think that's a really interesting fight. If John could get by Dominic, all right, now we can talk about you fighting the winner of Francis versus Stipe. But the idea of leapfrogging Francis doesn't sit well.
And I lost against him once, and I underestimated him once. So I have better don't underestimate anything from him by now, 100% sure. You said Dana White said, so why wouldn't I be sure? So that means I have to doubt on it?
Obviously, Francis is going to be next. Dana's already said that, that's for sure.